Welcome to Talk About Coaching with us, Jamie Tenzer and Sheri Boone. We spend our days talking about coaching as we train and mentor coaches, and we've been doing this for about 20 years. We even talk about coaching when we're just chatting with each other. So we thought, why not record our chats and share them with you? Our goal is to share our expertise to help you on your journey to become a better coach. And we'll share ideas that you can take and try on to see if they work for you. We hope you'll find value, and if there's a topic you'd like us to talk about, please let us know. We can be reached at coachcachet.com. That is COACHCHET.com. We hope you'll enjoy today's Talk About Coaching. Hello and welcome to another episode of Talk About Coaching with Sheri and Jamie. Sheri, are you there?
I am here. Hi, Jamie.
Hi. Well, today I thought we might talk about a couple of competencies that are under facilitates client growth, which is Competency 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the two that I was thinking about was 8.6, which is partners with the client to summarize learning and insight within or between sessions. And then combine that with celebrates the client's progress and successes, which is 8.7.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about, those, of course, the competencies all overlap with each other, but those two in particular feel like they really go together because an important part of celebrating a client's progress and success is about looking at what are the learnings, what are the insights, and how can you anchor that, help your client anchor it for themselves so that they can build upon those successes and learnings and insights.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what do you think about that?
I think that's so important. Really that's the point of coaching, right? To be moving forward. And so to be able to, identify what happened, what are the learnings, what are the movement, how are someone going to move forward, and to be able to really highlight those, underscore those, that is going to take that client forward, right? In their life, in whatever they're pursuing. So it's really important to take the time to identify, highlight, sort of underscore all those pieces with your client. What do you think, Jamie?
Yeah, a couple of things came to mind as you were talking about that. One is what I notice sometimes with my mentees is that they will recap learnings and insights for their client, right? And I think one of the things that I try to convey is how powerful it is to invite your client to recap that, because what they're coming up with is those are the learnings and insights that actually really matter,
Right.
to them. And if we can, invite instead of tell. In competency in 8.6, it says partners with the client to summarize learning and insight. I mean, partnering to me is asking the client to share what their insights are, right? It's not about sharing what you think the insights might have been.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So much more powerful to invite your client to do that and really be able to take ownership. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I agree. It's when I hear coaches doing that recapping, it's like they think that's their job. And really, it's much more powerful and, beneficial to the client to ask the client to do that. Yeah, exactly.
The other piece, it seems like it's a skill that it's really not that easy to learn is, how do we celebrate without um, cheerleading or giving our opinion or, kind of taking over in a way as a coach? We want to be really authentic and present and celebrate what's going on with the client, but make sure that it's not about us.
And I think this comes up all the time. I think this is something that, my mentees are asking me about a lot. Okay, how do I keep myself out of it? How can I celebrate, enthuse, really be in that space with my client without, um, you know, giving that endorsement or my opinion that this is good. I mean, how do I walk that line? So I'd love to hear what you think about that. How do you just talk about that, Jamie?
Well, for me, first of all, I acknowledge that what we're used to doing and what people expect from us in our lives outside coaching is to basically give them our opinion about how great what they're doing is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very common to wow, that, I love that idea or something like that. So we're really kind of going against years of training when we try to do something differently here. But what I say is pause when you're about to kind of give your opinion in that way. I love that idea, or something like that. Pause and think about what's making you want to say that. Something is making you want to say, I love that idea. And it's probably, wow, it seems like you love that idea. It
Mm.
seems like that lights you up or gives you energy when you talk about it. So it's just turning it back, just taking a minute to think about what was the step right before I wanted to, chime in with what I think and acknowledge that.
I love that. Yeah. So really, like you say, turning it back to the client and reflecting what you're seeing from the client then,
Hmm.
right? Yeah. Like that seems like you really have a great idea there, right?
Exactly. And I think
Hmm.
we we don't there's a reason we get excited by something that somebody else has come up with. Um, and it's really not about us. The way we talk about it makes it sound like it's about us, but
Right.
it's really not. So and this is a hard shift to make because people who want to be coaches want to acknowledge and celebrate their clients. I mean, it's just part of
Hmm.
who coaches are, right? To be
Yep.
supportive and acknowledging. So this is a tough one, but I find that if people can kind of make this very um, small switch in their head, that what the client receives is much more powerful.
Yeah, that's great. Such a great distinction. I love it. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else about these two? Oh, I had one more thing that I
Oh,
was thinking
good.
about. One of the things is it says partners with the client to summarize learning and insight within or between sessions. So we've been talking about doing it within a session,
Hmm.
but it also addresses um, if you have a long-standing client or a client over a number of sessions to take that macro view every now and again and see if you can help to highlight, wow, what's been going on over the past month or 2 months. What are the changes to celebrate on the more macro scale, not just within each session. So I
Hmm.
think that's an important piece too for people who are working with people over time.
Hmm. Right. Right. To be tracking that over time with a client, a long-term client. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Good point.
All right. Well, We'll be talking about coaching again soon, I think.
I think we will.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We hope you're walking away with something of value. As always, we invite your comments at coachcachet.com. That's COACHCACHET.com.